Okay, I think we all are live now. Very good morning, everyone. So, as we embark on this transformative journey of digital literacy, I am overwhelmed with the joy seeing our schools, carte blanche associated schools, the management, and DTHL coordinators, especially the DTHL coordinators, they all came together with a shared vision. Today, we take another steps towards empowering our students and educators with the skills they need to thrive in the digital world. Let's harness this collective energy and make a lasting impact. And most important, I forget to miss out, most important, our students, the curious minds, the eager learners, and active participants who make this journey worthwhile. Your enthusiasm and engagement are the driving force behind this entire initiative. We are committed to empower you with the digital skills that will shape your future. Thank you for being the integral part of this program. Let's take the program forward. Let me talk about the agenda of today's session. Today, we will quickly do the recap what we did yesterday. We will do the journal headings properly. For today's session, we wanted student worksheet to be filled completely with the topics which is explained. These are the very fundamental and core topics which you are going to understand. Let me just check it out. Okay, I think the mic side should be... Yeah, mic should be working. Yeah, great. So this side also it is fine. Everything is fine now. Okay. Okay, let's take it forward from here. I'll just tell you about the journal headings. Understanding computer hardware application. Most important, how we can understand the different components of computer and how these computers components are relevant for the real world. That is the one thing which we need to understand. Then we will try to also understand one thing here, the software components. That means which all software components are there which is associated with computer and how it is relevant for the real world and how we can self troubleshoot many issues which is coming on the computer. Then we can have a peer time quiz. There are 4 questions will be displayed on the screen, which you have to give the answer by your own, make in a notebook, and then you can exchange the notebook with the students for the peer review. Right? So let's take it forward. Let's start discussing about our format of the session. Okay, I think there are some queries are coming up. That's audio is not coming. Let me just re-verify that part. Yes, audio is going out from here. Great. Maybe the speakers is something which you can check it out at your end, but I can see that audio is going out. Okay, great. I can get a confirmation. They can hear it. Okay, let's quickly talk about this entire process of this session. We have dedicated DTHL coordinator in the schools who can assist you in case you have got any doubts. We have students next to you who can assist you, who can review your journal and worksheet. You have individual time where you can analyze and reflect on your learning. And you have participative parent time where you can take a lot of real world understanding with your parents and community, because until you involve them, until you involve the community, your learnings will not be coming as relevant, because you can understand a lot of things with their experience. Okay, you can understand their challenges, their advice, their things, and you can make everything combined together in this program. Most important, just make a note. Activity is the one thing which I really wanted to understand here. Under key learning, concept and tools, you have got this journal, right? Today, the activity will be you have to make a computer components and flowchart under that. What did you practice today? You have to reflect on activities and lesson from today's session. Under real world application, amazing things I'm going to share today. So you can think about how the knowledge you gain today can be applied in the real world. Under participative parent, you can summarize the discussion you had with your parents about today's topic. So this maintains your own worksheet. So today you can turn the page of worksheet and you can go to the chapter number 2, topic number 2, that's understanding computer skills. Let's get started and start our topic here. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, now if you all can understand one thing, what is computer? We know from the right from the school time when we joined from the grade 1 2, we know about computer, right? There's nothing new. But the term computer, which we all can understand the true meaning of computer, the term computer came from the Latin word that's called computer, which means to calculate and to count. So anything which was calculating or counting is called as a computer, right? And you can take example whether it's a calculator or abacus was the first computer, and then you have thermometer, anything which calculates based on the background social things. And the you can see in the motorcycles, the bikes has got analog meters, uh, even for the navigation. So with the different environment factor, whichever things are calculating is called as a computer, right? That was the standard which was started in the beginning. Then the transformation have started coming up. There a lot of transformation has come up, and in this transformation, we have shifted to from a computers like monologue computer, analog computer. We have shifted to the electronic computer. It is important to us to understand the true meaning of this computer here. So a computer is an electronic device which is after the transformation that accepts data, that's the input, that process it and produce a output information and can store the result for the future use. So which takes as an input, which do the calculation and then provides the output. And sometimes if required, it stores the information. So anything which does like this, we can configure as a computer. But these questions always comes in the student mind. Uh, what is whether thermometer is also called as computer because it has got the input device, it has got the output, but whether the CPU is there inside or not for calculations or not, right? So it also got some kind of microcontroller inside it. But we can categorize the computer as a computing device and categorize into multiple categories to understand the true meaning of computer. So if you all see this example, which I can just share with you, I'll just increase the size of this diagram for you, right? If you all see this diagram, this two diagram, I'll just increase the size so that you can all see it. The first diagram, which is showing the different types of computer which is showing up. These all are the computer. Second diagram, which shows that how it takes the input and how it provides the output. Okay, input you cannot directly provide in the computer. You can use maybe in the help of keyboard. You can take the help of mouse. You can take the help of sensors are also one of the input device, right? Scanners and many devices are there which provides the information inside the computer. Our input, what we wanted from computer process it. It has got the different types of computer has got different kind of process. And electronic computer, if I talk about, it has got the CPU, it has got the arithmetic unit, it has got the logic unit. It calculates the data based on the 0 and 1 and produces the output in the form of in a display like monitor, or printer is giving us the printout, or a speaker is giving us the sound, or camera is giving us the display which you all can see us today. That is also one of the output device. Now, that was the fundamental of how the computer works, but it is important for us to understand the categorizations. Okay, so if you all understand this particular diagram, which I can just share it with you. Okay. The diagram which you can see on the right hand side, it shows up computer by the size. It is, if you are not able to see the screen, I'll just understand from the definition. Depending on sizes, computer is divided into four categories, whether it is supercomputer, mainframe computer, mini computer, or microcomputers, and embedded systems. Depending on types, it is divided in two categories: analog computers and digital computers. So, see that based on categorization, we can get a lot of answers which comes in our mind. For example, when we talk about laptop, okay, or computer which is we are using it, the computer which you can see it in your screen, what kind of computer it is? So answer will be always these computers comes as a microcomputers. Okay, this comes under the categories of microcomputer, which is basically for personal use or individual use, right? So if one person is using that computer, it is always called as a microcomputers. So I'm just showing you some examples. Now this is the again one example of computer. These all are called as a microcomputers, and whether it is a laptop, whether it is a desktop, whether it is mobile phones, it has all got a input output device, and it is for the some basic uses we can use for our personal purpose. Now, when we talk about this classification of computer, we'll understand few things here. Based on types, let's just skip it, analog and digital, we know that. And there's a hybrid computer is also there. When we talk about analog computer, we can talk the example of you have got that thermometer, you have got the digital, that what you can, in the bikes, you have got this analog meters are there, right? Thermometers are there. Many examples are there, which is analog computer. Abacus is one of it. Now, still in the schools, it's used for the mathematical calculation. Digital computer, which is we know the examples, right? Which are our laptops and mobile phones, everything. Hybrid computer, which takes the some input of analog and some input of digital and combines together. Basically, it is mostly used in the health sector. You can know that ECG machines, or there are so many machines are there which is using the digital as well as they rely on the other environmental factors. So hybrid computers are there. Based on purpose, we do have general computer or special purpose computer. General computer, which can we can do for multiple things. Example, your computer. When you use your computer, you can do programming, you can watch video, you can do research about something, you can do for multiple, you can play games, you can do many things. But special computers are dedicated for a specific activities. For example, we talk about the embedded systems. Nowadays it's very trending. Everywhere we have got embedded system. That means it's a single chip computer which is only used for a specific purpose. When you talk about the examples of let's say the Wi-Fi, the router, okay, or you talk about the example of washing machine, or you talk about the examples of microwave oven in the home, or you talk about automatic systems in the cars. Many things are there like that, which has got this feature sets of basically you cannot remove the chip from the AC or from the washing machine and program it for the new other purpose, right? It is designed for the specific activity. So that kind of a special purpose computers are always there, ATM machines, right? So you cannot do it for a multi-purpose activity. So that's the reason they are the special, they are the embedded systems. Based on size, you have got a microcomputer, right? Which you can see on the image. It is the microcomputer. Now, when we talk about mini computers, it is a smaller size. And sorry, microcomputer, as I told you, it has got having the examples of your own machines. And then mini computers are classified as the servers. I'll give you one example of this. When we when example, one laptop we are using it today, but example in the schools, in your own schools, when they have to maintain your data, your student data, your staff data, your attendance, your fees, your many things are there. It cannot be stored into one normal system. right? It requires a good configuration or big configuration system, and that's why the server computers has come into picture, which is more powerful than the normal computers. Normal computer you have limited with number of user who can use it, but this computer supports remote access also, and hence they are called as a servers. And normally it is used in the schools and some public offices it is used, right? And that they are called as a server. That machines looks little heavy, bulky. Then we have got mainframe computers, which is again comes with the design of having like a server structure only, and it is more on the data centers. For example, now India has got Geo Cloud. They are putting into the India a complete server where, example, if one bank data, I'm just giving example in your own locality, when you find out you have got maybe nearby your house, you can see one bank is there. Let's say the bank use personal computer to maintain the transaction. Will it be possible for any person to go and do the other transactions in other computer? Definitely not, because what happens in the back end, in the inventory room, they have got a servers. Now one server to connect to another system, another server, it requires an internal connectivity from one state to another states. These systems are connected to each other. Now, still, it is the concept of a normal server computers. But when it comes to data centers, what happens? The cost of these machines are getting more and more. The datas are increasing every day. Hence, the concept of data center has come into picture. And many companies like Google or Amazon or Microsoft has got a different data centers. They provide a cloud data centers for the people. That means all the machines are uploaded on, like they are maintaining it, and they provide a online access for the people. They are telling you don't own the machine, you just upload data and complete data, everything in our machines. We don't have any problem with the space, neither the cost. Only thing is monthly subscription or annual subscription you can pay us. So in this case, this is called as a data center computers, where multiple servers are kept into one premises, and it is for public use also. Same way, when it comes to the supercomputers, is mainly used by example in India. When you talk about the research companies, the scientists are using to understand about the climate change. The defense are using it where they don't want their data to go into the share computer side. They wanted their own powerful computers, okay, in their own premises. That's why the supercomputer comes into picture. But for every computer, irrespective of any classification, it depends on the input and output system. So what you can do is, you can, based on your understanding right now, you can start drawing a diagram to make your understanding more clear about the computer. You can diagram of any electronic computer which has got an input device. In between, you can maintain something like process is happening, and then output device. Give examples also for that. And you can create a flow chart, and flow chart you can draw it out, the different categorization of computer. So anything which computes, right, is called as a computer. So you can categorize it. Whether you talk about in your classroom itself, you can think about many things which is there, okay, which is using the input output and calculate the value. In your home, you have seen the home appliances, so which comes under the embedded system, which comes under the supercomputer, which comes under what exactly it comes into. You can put some examples for under the different categorization, so you can create a flow chart also. So one diagram of computer and one flow chart, you can create it here. So we'll wait for some time until you do this. So students, you got the format of what to do. Anyways, you can continue the work little later also, how exactly it can be done, but this is the fundamental of computer. Now we'll talk about some of the important areas here about about the hard drive and other things. Let me just share my screen once again for all of you to access it. Just give me a second. Okay, I hope you have worked on that data. Now let me just talk about the important areas here called components. Okay, we'll first try to understand about the hardware components. Okay, now in the computer, these are the hardwares which is used. Okay, you must be familiar about many of this. Okay, so when we know about, okay, these are the monitor, these are the motherboard which is inside the monitor. Anyways, in detail we are going to discuss in the detail course. Right now just understand one thing, that there are monitor, there are motherboard, there are the mics, there are keyboards, there are hard disk where the data are stored, there are speakers which gives the output, there are processors which computes the entire database system, there are graphic cards, there are RAM. Okay, this is how it looks like, everything. So when we know about this entire things about the hardware side of it, why I was explaining you these things, one is you to understand what is hardware of computer. Anything which you can physically touch, that is in the computer, is called as a computer hardware. Okay, anything which you cannot touch, which you can give the input to the computer and program it, that is all things comes under the software side. But the intention of explaining you about the hardware is something, normally when you are going to use computer, there are a lot of real world challenges which we are facing it, which we need to address it. Okay, and analyze it very quickly, that what is this challenge all about. For example, I'm putting some kind of diagrams on the right side. Overheating, these are the some kind of challenges which is coming when we are using a computers. Okay, and it is at right time we need to understand what is this challenges all about. What is this problem all about? Normally we should not go to directly to the market and share, okay, this is my computer, I have got some problem in my computer. That some problem should not be there with you, because you are the 21st century learners. You should understand what is this problem, is it related to your hardware or it is related to the software. Okay, because something like, let's say example, we talk about the overheating of the laptop, right? When we talk about the overheating of the laptop, it is basically, it generates a heat. I'm just putting a diagram for this so you can understand this. So computer generates a heat as in, because of there are a lot of like fan is running its high speed, the dust is there in the computer because of that reason, and ventilation is not there proper in the computer, and that's the reason computer is getting heated up. And if your computer is heating up, you don't have to ignore it, because it can damage other internal computer components of the computer, right? So whenever there is a heat is coming, it means there is some problem with the computer fan, because fan is the one thing which is not cooling up the entire hard disk and entire motherboard, and there is some problem with the some physical component of the hard computer. That's why it is heating up, because software cannot allow the heat, right? So the solution, I will come to the solution little later, but let's understand the problems first. Likewise, we have that means hard drive failure. We get this kind of screen message on our screens that this is the hardware failure. We got a problem with the computer, hardware issues. That means you hardware is what? You have got a storage space. That's the hardware for you. So when a hardware is not reading, that means the hard disk is not reading, your storage is not reading because your operating system is stored on your hardware, right? And due to some reason, if it is not failing up, it is not booting up, some problem is there in the hardware and your memory. That's the reason when we have to plan it out, okay, auto backup of the data, because once your computer fails, your data you can prone to lose it. But if you plan something in future, that means how I can protect my computer for better performance and better hardware life, that can be done with the help of these features. Now, power supply. There are many computers which has got the issue of hard disk error. This kind of screens you can see it, right? These are the screens of the hard disk errors. Okay, in this screens, it means the system in the computer which stores your photos, videos, and many things that has got some problem. So it is directly with the hard disk. Tomorrow, nobody can fool you around. Okay, this is something related to the motherboard or something related to the other components, and they charge you money for that, right? So we need to understand which hardware, what is the hardware issues. This kind of a screen is coming. It directly means, okay, there are some issues with my graphic card, which is there in the computer, which gives us a good resolution of videos and things. Battery is not charging. You put in computer, you know that some problem is there in my battery. Okay. Likewise, if the touchpad of the computer or the mouse is not working, we know that some problem with the either in the touch device or something with related to the hardware and software related activities. So, what is the solution of all this problem? A solution we are going to discuss definitely in the real world when we go in detail course, that we will understand. But one thing is understanding. We can understand one thing is when either we can repair the hardware related issue, or we can replace the product if that is a too faulty and we are unable to repair it. And third is we can try the method of troubleshooting the software which drives the hardware, because hardware cannot run automatically on the computers, right? Hardware requires some kind of program which activates it to work on. For example, if touchpad driver we are using, okay, or any kind of external, let's say I'm using an external mouse or external keyboard in the computer, and let's say that is not working for me. Why it is not working? Maybe because some components or some kind of slots may have some problem that can be fixed either by replacing it, or maybe it requires some program to run on the computer which supports it. So if you have got a chance, example, when you plug in your computer a external camera, okay, external camera I'm talking about, sometimes it starts working, sometimes it is not going to work. That time we think that, okay, camera is problem. No, maybe the driver of camera has to be installed in the computer, or driver of a printer has to be installed in the computer in order to work on, right? So these are the things which we try to do it. And try to understand one thing: the more detail you are going to understand about hardware components, when more you understand these things at this stage, take this word very clearly, the more you understanding these things clearly is help you out in future for your own troubleshooting methods, for your community troubleshooting methods, and for your employability opportunity also. Why I'm telling employability opportunity? Because when you go back and when you research in IT fields, when students come out from the schools, they come out from the college, not many people have aware about how can we troubleshoot these computers, because we never go in that deep. But if we understand that things, when they come out of the schools today in IT, there are many jobs, the good level jobs in the many companies are called as a hardware engineer, hardware technician, data center technician, embedded system engineers, system administrator, and like this, there are hundreds of jobs are available. What is the core skill required? the basic fundamentals of this hardware. So can you connect what you are learning in the schools? How can you connect to the real world jobs? This is very important understanding for all of you. Whatever we learn, it has a real world relevant. So normally in our schools, when we see a keyboard, when we see about a mouse or things, we don't think beyond that. We know, okay, this is a part of the syllabus and this is how we should learn it. But students, one humble things which you all should do it, whenever you learn about anything, when you research about it more, how this laptops are going to work, how this keyboards are working, which all components are going to create it. So what happens, I'm just giving example. If you understand this, level 1 jobs is confirmed. Level 1 jobs means, example, what this hardware engineers will do. If you try by yourself, you'll come to know. Tomorrow, if you try by yourself, let's say you're using a mobile phone or using a laptop, you have got some small problem with the laptop. Let's say you're using the HP brand laptop and you have got a small problem in the laptop. Maybe your Bluetooth is not working in the laptop. I'm just giving example. Whom you call? First, you take the help of your family member, or you take the help of your school, or you take help of the neighborhood shop, or you call the customer care of HP, right? When you call the customer care of HP, there are people who can receive a call and he will ask you the question, what is the problem? Like, what is the issue is there? And you're going to give the answers, this is what the issue. He will tell over the phone itself, can you try these steps? Can you try this step? Can you try these steps? And then problem gets solved. If it is not solving, he tries to connect to your computer and it solve the problem. So his job is what? His job is really to understand and troubleshoot the issue. Same way, the job level is getting level wise, it gets upgraded based on the nature of the work. So understand this thing very clearly. Anything which you are learning are not going for waste. It is having a relevance in the real world. You are getting ready for the future. And maybe you are not required for doing that job. It's fine. But anywhere in the life, you are having the problem with the computer for yourself and for your family, for your anybody, you will be the master to solve it. Okay. And understand the technical issues. Nobody can fool you around. That's the first thing. Second thing, when we talk about hardware component is the one which we can see in the computer is built up. Likewise, there is a software component in the computer which also depends on how it is built up. So once the computer is ready, it has got a operating system. Okay, I'm not going deep dive into the operating system in detail right now in this course, but understand one thing. Like example, we have heard about the different operating system, Windows operating system, Windows 10, Windows 11, mobile phone, you have got Android, iOS. Okay, so these are the operating system which is installed on the top of the hardware, right? It is installed on the hard disk, it is installed in the ROM, it is installed in the RAM. Okay, the different places these softwares are getting installed. It has got the place where it can write the program. Once it is installed, on the top of it, you can as an end user, you can install a multiple applications. So there are something which is a system level application software. There are something which is an application level software. Application is what you can interface on the daily basis. That's application level software, right? And system level software is something which is computer are using it every day. So operating system, BIOS is what? Operating system is the system which normally we only install it, but sometimes it is getting installed in the computer hardwares. Okay, which normally we don't have to interfere on there programmatically. BIOS is something which is without operating system. There are some software, some programs which is already installed in the computer hardwares, like an embedded system. So it has got the feature of system date, time, and basic functionalities. Drivers are there. There are many things are there which is a part of the system software and application software. When you analyze here, what is system software, what is application software, you can easily come to know, okay, this Android is a system, Windows is system, Linux is system, right? And the top of it, when you install the Excel and you install the Google Chrome or you install the PowerPoint, these are the user regular interface systems. That's why they call it the application and user systems, right? and you can easily download and install these applications. Likewise, when you understand about this software, you can actually solve lot of hundreds of problems by yourself, which we are going to discuss in the detailed sessions. Something like slow performance. If your laptop is getting slow, you don't have to go to anywhere else. With a button click, you can solve the problem. Okay, button click means what? You know which all softwares are running in the background, which all softwares are creating the problems in the computer. That we are slowly going to resolve it. We are going to show you. There are upgrades, updates. Some portion tomorrow in the session I will cover it out, and I'll explain you about how we can fix up many issues which is coming with the software related issues. And for that also, I'll tell you, if you become an expert in that, what is software knowledge, again, there is an employment opportunity which is available with IT support, IT technicians, level 1, level 2, level 3, and they have got some kind of task. You can see their IT support task. You go to the Google and find out what is IT people will do. It shows you that they handle the customer queries, troubleshoot, diagnose the issues, developing the IT solution to new issues. They require the skills like analyzation skills, troubleshooting skill, communication skills. Good salary, the backgrounds that mentioned, but level 1, level 2, level 3 kind of supports which is available. This is again, they are just doing the basic activities in the level 1 to troubleshoot any computer related issues. Right? Why this is all important for you is, you know already. This is because 70% of the job which we are, that's not we, because that kind of job also, IT support and hardware supports are now getting automated. I'm not telling that you can prepare for that kind of job. No, my intention of telling you is that connect the topic to the real world jobs, real world employability. Okay, understand for the purpose of self learning and helping the society. Next part, very quickly, without further ado, what we can do in next 2 minutes time, we can quickly mark our question, answer, and understanding about computers. 4 questions are there. Just mark your answers. Okay. So first question is coming on the screen. What is CPU? Is this the monitor? Is the brain of the computer, or the keyboard, or the mouse? We can go more specific, CPU of electronic computers, right? So that way it is going to be give you the more answers. So A, B, C, D. Next question. What does the monitor do? Process instruction, displays information, input data, or stores data? A, B, C, D. Very quickly. What does the monitor do? Then, what is the example of system software? Word processor, web browser, operating system, and spreadsheet. Fourth question. What is the function of application software? Manages hardware resources, perform a specific task, display information, inputs data. Right? So these are the 4 questions are there which you can give the answers and maintain in your journal. Right? So with that, students, will stop today, and next topic for us will be introduction to internet and web browsing, and we can touch upon the small functionalities which we have to do on system software. We can discuss about it. How can you troubleshoot many issues? It is very simple, and we can definitely be able to become a self troubleshooter. Understand how the internet works and its various usage. So that's our tomorrow's topic. So with that, students, will stop now. I hope you have understand the basic of computer, categorization of computer, and what are the hardware components which is associated to the computer. How can we identify which hardware component causing what issues? What is the software components, and how we can apply the software issues, and how these all technologies are connected to the real world employabilities. Right? So with that, we'll stop now. We'll connect tomorrow, same time. Thank you so much for joining.